Where are you from?
I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
And what was life like growing up in Columbus, Ohio?
Columbus, Ohio was different. It was very... You know what? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't talk about... Okay, so I was born in Columbus, but I lived in Miami. I moved back to Columbus, and then I moved to Georgia. So I feel like I'm from a number of places. Yeah.
Where did you spend most of your childhood?
I spent most of my childhood in Ohio.
Okay, in Ohio.
Yeah.
Do you come from a creative family?
I come from a creative family.
What did your parents do?
My mom, she's into hair, she's into fashion, she sings, and my dad, he loves music so much. He listens to all different types of music, but his favorites were like 70s rock, Michael Jackson, he loved Fela, and he was actually a reggae club promoter, and my mom and dad met in a reggae club because they both love reggae music.
So did you sort of like grow up around the reggae scene?
Yes, I did. It's a soundtrack to my life. We used to take a lot of road trips, and it was always rhythms that we would play. Yeah, like Buju, Shabba Ranks. There's this song called Lost and Turned Out. It's like a rendition of The Whispers, but I'm forgetting who made the song. But yeah, I used to listen to a lot of reggae music growing up. I love it.
Were you an artistic child?
Yes, artistic. I grew up singing. I love plays and musicals. And I would just sing and try to dance everything that I saw growing up.
So what inspired you to start singing?
The movies that I watched, and my mom and dad, everybody was just music. It was all music. Yeah.
And so was it one of those things where they like pushed you? Were they like the parent managers? Or?
No, I knew what I wanted to do, and like if they weren't going to, you know, get me like costumes of a Disney princess, I would make my own Disney princess costume at like 2 or 3 years old. So it was going to happen. Yeah.
So at what age did you start performing?
I would say little. In daycare, we would do our shows, and I was always a part of it. I would watch Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston. I would sing that to my mom, and then I would sing in chorus. I would sing at church. I had my godmother, she's a pastor, and she choreographs and she makes us sing and everything. So I grew up singing and performing.
At what point did you decide to take music seriously professionally?
When I was in middle school, I already knew, like I would watch Lizzie McGuire, the movie where she was on stage performing. I was like, okay, that's what I want to be famous for real. And that made me songwrite too. I was really writing some stuff for a while after that. But my group, it was in middle school, it was 3 of us, and I was the writer. We had Naya with the soft voice. We had another girl, she had like beautiful vibrato, and we were that.
Oh, really? What was the name of the group?
I can't remember.
And so, was your group signed to a label?
No.
Or were y'all?
Her dad was in the music business, but you know, that can mean anything in Atlanta. But he wanted to guide us.
Okay.
Yeah, so he knew people.
At what point did you start your solo career?
That fizzled out really quick. And I wasn't thinking about doing music, but I knew I wanted to. I was just in high school and living and that, but I would always do the talent shows. And when I got to Banneker High School, In South Atlanta, that was like when I really flourished in music. I was the drama club. I was head of drama club, and I would do all the talent shows. And the last talent show I did, Turbo the Great, he went to Banneker the year before, and he just came back to watch all the talent shows. And he was like, "We need to record." And I thought I was getting signed. I thought I was famous. I was like, record deal. But me and Turbo worked like on my first couple of songs. It was literally 2 songs. And yeah, after that I was like, okay, I like recording. I'm a professional. I do this. I wasn't doing enough, but I was like, okay, I have a song. I'm an artist. Period.
And so are you independent now, or are you signed?
I'm independent. I'm very independent.
Okay. Is there a reason why, or?
I don't know. Honestly, I can say I focus so much on the art, and I'm very thorough with the art. I even slow myself down sometimes trying to be too thorough with the art. And I don't have, right now, I would like to have a team. I think every artist like wants a team to move efficiently, especially like we go from doing doing music when we're young, and life isn't, you're not as responsible, you don't have to be as responsible, and then you like start growing up and you're like, okay, I really have to take this seriously, like if I want it to be a career, really. And yeah, I need a little help. I'm not afraid to say I need a little help, because I want to be bigger than I am. I want to see myself grow.
And so do you feel like that's like been one of the biggest challenges, or just one of, many challenges? That's
one of the biggest challenges, I feel. And it's common people to say you can do it by yourself, but you realize some things aren't things that you can do by yourself. You do need a little help, especially if you want to be an artist that's growing exponentially and making it big places. What's another challenge I've had? I think that's the biggest challenge. Sometimes it discourages me, but I've been realizing lately, like, that shouldn't discourage you. Like, you should just keep creating because you love it. And I feel like that's why I'm so passionate. I'm like, it's really my happy place. I don't make success my happiness. Success in the music industry, as I saw it, my happiness. I'm happy to be an artist and to create and to be able to express myself, and it inspires others, and that makes me happy.
You said success as you saw it. How did you see it before?
I think sometimes we overstate things, or we overstage things. Like, if I'm 15 years old and I'm like, I want to be famous by the time I'm 18.
Right.
Or I want to be bigger by the time I'm, same way how they say don't plan to have, your baby, your husband, and all that at 25. Like, it's just growing up. It's things you're realizing.
Right.
And music doesn't move the way that you want it to. It moves the way that you make it, but there's like a lot you have to learn in life, like a lot of discipline that goes into it.
So what's your biggest aspiration with your music career?
Biggest aspiration with my music career, I really, as an artist in general, what I want to have is a venue and creative space for creatives. And I know that's such a broad way to say that, because that's kind of what everybody wants to do, but I think mine is going to be special. I really feel like music and the way that I express myself artistically is magic, and I just want to bring magic to the world. I want to perform and like really light up stages. And I want to bring freshness. I want to bring something different. I want to bring something so refined to the music industry.
What do you think, what is it that the music industry needs now? You said you want to bring something refined, like.
I don't think that the music industry needs anything. I think everybody complains about, oh, it's missing this or it's missing this, but I think the types of music everybody wants to hear, it's happening somewhere.
Right.
And you can even go and listen to, like, you know, older music that's a certain way. But I feel like it's not missing anything. It could just, you can always just add more to like the general landscape. I think there's so much room to be different.
Did you I forgot to ask you earlier, but did you study music after high school?
I did. I didn't study it as a major. I took a couple classes.
Oh, okay.
Like theory and music business and music management, or that might have been the same class, but yeah.
So did you always know that you wanted to be sort of like an entrepreneur? Is that what I'm getting?
No, I just have too much. I have too much free time. I have so many different talents that just keep popping up. Like, I want to be a Pilates instructor now, and I also want to be a dance instructor, and I also want to be a photographer, and I also want to be a curator, and it's just a lot. And I'm figuring out how all of that fits in, or what I can make out of it, because I think a lot. I want to do a lot.
Are there any like dream collabs that you want to make happen as far as your music?
First, I need some Michael Jackson vocals on a song. Like, I need his label to lend me some vocals and let me make a song with my uncle.
Wait, is he your uncle or is that a...
That's my uncle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Janet Jackson's my aunt.
Really?
Yeah. It's a sister.
Snap. I didn't know that.
Not really, but in spirit. That's my family. That's my family.
Wait,
Sade is my auntie.
Okay, I can say Sade. Yeah, Sade is my
She's
auntie
Nigerian too.
Okay, you're Nigerian? Mm-hmm. Okay. How does your culture influence the music that you make, if at all?
I feel like it makes me more cultured. It brings like it brings a lot of fun. There's so much that I've been influenced by growing up. Number one, being Nigerian. Two, listening to reggae music, living in Miami. It's just, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of color. It's a lot of movement. It's a whole lot of movement.
Right.
Yeah.
What's been the most memorable moment in your career so far?
I have two really good moments. I feel like I have three now, but I have two that I really, really like. One, performing for R&B is a Miami R&B music collective. Christina Jerome, she created that. That was her brand. And also, I opened up for Kiki Wyatt in Columbus, Ohio. And both of those moments happened in places that I lived as a child. So they felt really special. Yeah.
Do you have any projects that you're working on now or something that you'd like to highlight?
Yes, I have a lot of stuff coming. I need to learn how to just work on one thing at a time, because I have a lot planned that I want to do. I dropped Tension, and there's a lot of content that went into it, and I kind of slowed down for a little bit, but I just feel like when I work on music, I want people to see what I've been working on or see what I've been doing in relations to it, because it's so beautiful. So I have a new music video coming out soon. I'm excited for that. I'm also working on projects for a brand that me and my friend have called the X Haven Diaries, and that's really special. That's coming soon, very, very soon. And of course, like, there's a lot of music. There's a lot of music. I'm excited about it. I have like a nice sound. Yeah.
So would you consider yourself like a multidisciplinary artist?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay, because you have a lot going on. And so is one of those brands like a fashion brand?
No, but somebody told me I should make boots. You know, this is as my merch, like boots.
Right, that would be hard.
Sleep and lounge wear.
Yeah.
What is that called? Costume jewelry. Props. Yeah, I'm into all of that. It's gonna be wild.
For someone watching this who aspires to do what you do, what advice would you have for them?
I've been getting a lot of new advice recently, like from YouTube. I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to my friends because they're so smart and wise, so wise at this young age of ours. A common theme is being grateful, being graceful, being patient, being kind, and being generous. And you apply those things to every part of your life, and you start like nurturing beautiful friendships and relationships, and you just see you progress overall because you're being a better you.